Don't notice me without my hat.
Thank you, brothers and sisters, for bearing with us as we offer songs.
What's up,
in
man?
memory of our little sister.
Appreciate you coming out
Emily.
here, man.
What a way to open up the space and grounding us with some medicine, with the sound of the heartbeat, with us as representing and making a call for everyone to show up in red.
Oh, that's hey. Let me introduce myself properly. My name's Wayne Robert Winika. I'm from Minorities Arizona. My clans are Toglini, Hunagani, Kiani, and Sinajini. My mother's name is Nora Jane Winika, originally from Lupton, Arizona, and my late father is Wilson Winika Sr., originally from Blue Canyon, Arizona. This is who I am as the next male. I'm also a fire starter in the Sobriety movement, and I'm also an advocate for M.M.I.W and recovery. I was asked to come on. We always felt, we always felt like a connection back to our people through suffering. And through suffering, we learn how to suffer less. But this is a great hurt right here as a father, as a grandpa, as a brother, as an uncle. No one should be discovered the way Emily was discovered. And there's a lot of accountability. So I'm asking of you guys to release some energy with me. On a count of 3, I want to hear your biggest war cries and your biggest screams and yells to let those people know who's at their front door. 1, 2, 3. Wake them up, let them know we're still here. And as my sister was saying, to me, politicians are always going to be politicians. And I'm speaking for myself. This right here, this is where the change begins. Community, people, all nations, where we stand together for a cause greater than ourselves. They say, what's a warrior? They ask me what a warrior is. Well, a warrior has to walk in peace. A warrior has to be with his people. A warrior has to lead and be the protector of the women and the children and the elders. So I ask that, when we do this march, walk in peace, walk in beauty. There's no need to interact in a negative way with anybody who may have a disagreement with what we stand for. This is for the children that are still missing. And it's sad to say that nowadays, that the children are still missing. But this is where the solution lies within each and every one of us. If we could communicate clearly, if we could talk in peace and love and harmony in a way where it's uplifting and supporting, then we could work in our own communities, we could police ourselves, we could support ourselves. But yeah, there's a lot of accountability in that building right there that I did not want to deal with. And it is frustrating, The red feather alert is important. Indigenous children are important. People of color are important. I look around here and I see children, little kids, comfort, safety, protected, and this is how it should be. The decolonization that my sister was talking about, it started way back when they had warriors in the house, when they had family, when they had structure. So if you take the man out of the house, the woman is left alone to fend for herself. Then the woman becomes strong like a man.
If it wasn't for us,
and all men know is destructive patterns. But now that we're rehabilitating ourselves and recovering mind, body, soul, spirit, all that in between, if we're doing that now, then we're here to protect our women. We're here to protect our children. But we have to walk in forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves and forgiveness of our parents' past doings. Because when you really look at it, that's where it started, in the home. Why are these kids in foster homes where people don't care? Why are we putting our children in other people's hands who don't care? Why are we down here living in homes of people who don't care. It's because we gotta learn how to care for ourselves. We have to learn to love ourselves. So when I look out here right now and I see everybody, different color tones, different nations, I don't see no enemy. I don't see people that I should be mad at. I look at people just like me, looking for a solution, looking for an answer, looking for connection. And yeah, not just them, but also all our representatives from tribal nations. All of them. Why aren't there any representatives from any politician from any tribal nations here right now? Where are they at? We're here though, right? Because it says for the people, by the people, for the people. Once again, people is more important than anything else. This action right here is stating that, hey, you know what? Where's your awareness?
M.M.I.W was running in shame, and his disappearance was not urgent by police. Many struggles, the struggles he had never defined who he was. Nor did they make his life any less. M.M.I.W was loving, caring, kind-hearted, and compassionate. He had an amazing sense of humor. He loved to dance. He gave the world's greatest hugs, and he had a presence that would light up the room. M.M.I.W deeply respected our traditional ways. He respected our elders, and he honored everything of his teachings. Family meant everything to him. He always ensured that we were cared for, protected, and loved. M.M.I.W and I, we met as children in our community. We played softball. His parents were the coach of our team. We remained close and we grew up together. Despite all of this, M.M.I.W's case was never treated without urgency, as his life was somehow less important than his struggles. Our family was left without answers, without justice, without support. Today I dedicate his name in my walk, in my voice. M.M.I.W deeply mattered not just to me, but everybody who knew him. We need more awareness. We need real solutions rooted in our communities to prevent tragedies like M.M.I.W's from happening again. We need culturally responsive mental health and wellness programs to support our healing for trauma and addiction. We need community-based rehabilitation and recovery programs that empower individuals and strengthen our communities from within. We need resources for Indigenous families who need genuine support. We need compassionate care, not any more silence or empty promises. Today we call upon our elected leaders and decision makers to show us that Indigenous lives matter. Our communities deserve better. M.M.I.W deserves better. Thank you for standing with me. Thank you for honoring the memory and continue the fight for justice, healing, and dignity.
Thank you for bringing him.
Thank you, my relatives, my brothers and sisters. I'm part of Salt River, Gila River, and the Toma side. And my father is from Salt River. His name is Gordon Kuwalder, and my mom is Elsie Justin Hart from Gila River. And my great grandparents come from California. Well, in 2020, we still haven't found justice for my son that was beaten and jumped. And at that time, I was in 2018. My husband got cancer, and we were going through chemo and everything. And he's from Mexico, and he wanted to pass away in Mexico and be buried there. So we granted his wish, and I was staying there in Mexico with him. And had gotten jumped by family members. And he thought that he had drank. He thought that he was okay, that he was hungover, and he made a trip on that week after that weekend on a Monday morning to Mexico, in Sonora. And he couldn't sit up. He only sat there. He got there that evening, 45 minutes. He just stayed out talking to me and his father. And he just rested. The next day, Tuesday morning, he got up, ate a little, drank water, just kept on drinking water, and that afternoon he went into cardiac arrest. And well, we found out what had happened after we lost him that Wednesday night. He was in the hospital on life support. I was willing to bring him home, no matter if he was brain dead. But by the grace of our Creator, God is beautiful, and He made miracles happen with the United States Embassy and with the authorities. We were able to get him back that same Friday, that same weekend. Then they took him away for 2 months, and still, there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute anybody, even though that he named the people that did it. He told me and his 2 sisters. It's hard, it was really hard. And when I lost him, and 2 months after I lost him in May, my late husband passed away in July. So I went through a lot of things, and it's hard and difficult, to get justice for anybody. Right now, the paperwork is with the tribe, but it's, we're just waiting. It's going to be 5 years this year. And in the summer of last year, 2024, I have a family member that was in contact with somebody on the internet. And she walked off. She was my granddaughter. She ran away, or I don't know. He talked her into leaving the house, and she got on a plane in Mesa and flew to Iowa. When me and my son found out that's his daughter, we drove more than 20-something hours, him and I, to go and look for her in Iowa. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. We made fires. And it just so happened the Sunday before she left home, we had dinner march for M.M.I.W. in Salt River. And that was the thing that I contacted. I contacted the sisters in my drum group to find out the name and the number of the person that coordinated the march. And she gave me a number to contact an organization, and I was able to contact them. At that time, the PD was the only one involved, but they were able to get the FBI involved. And we just had to stay on the internet trying to look for this person, and we stayed there for a whole week, walking around, going to shelters, knocking on doors, and looking for my granddaughter. Creator does miracles. They located her. We were close and looking close to the area where she was at. And we brought her home. And she was alive, and we just thank the Creator, that if we didn't move as fast as we moved and go looking for her, to search her out, to just find her, and then her brother able to get on her internet, on her Facebook page or whatever page she had open, and found out that she was talking to an individual. It's so hard, because we trust our children and we try to give them the utmost respect and privacy, to let them be on the internet, to let them be online, to let them be making friends. And even as adults, we do that ourselves, and we don't know exactly who we're talking to and what they want, what they're looking for. They're looking for us that are vulnerable, us that will either send them money or go and meet them, and then something happens. And from me and my son's conversations before today, we've been talking all the past time since this happened to us. There's a protocol. We need to make a protocol. We need to get, authorities involved. We need to get our council people involved. We got to get our president and our governors involved. And from every tribe, and I think with every sister, brother tribe that we have, we need to draw up a protocol, the steps. I know that we're too humble, the majority of us Native people, and we're afraid to ask for help. And there's no reason for that. We need to, and we do talk about other races that, they get seen on the news and they're able to get a hold of the, be online.
No peace! No justice! No peace! If we don't get no justice, we don't get no peace! If we don't get no justice, we don't get no peace! Say her name! Say her name! Say her name! Emily Pike!
Nice to see you again. You want to see the other side? No problem.
Emily Pike! Emily Pike!
I gotta get this. I like the way how they wrap their stick too.
She sweetheart! This isn't justice! She is a 14-year-old girl! Her name is Emily! Say her name!
Emily Pike, the 14-year-old San Carlos Apache teen that came up missing in Mesa. She was found northeast of Globe, dismembered, and body was in a bag.
She was a 14-year-old girl! She is dismembered! We need to find who did this to this poor baby! What is her name?
Emily!
What is her name?
Emily!
Say it again! Emily! The valley needs to know her name! Emily! Her name is Emily! Look up Emily! It should not take the child to die for the FBI to get
Thanks for the follow.
We are here!
Thank you. Emily! Emily! Emily!
We want justice for Emily! Justice for Emily! Justice for It should not take a child to die for the FBI!
Yeah, all politics aside, that's fact right there, Tree Witch. Thank you for everybody that's subscribing to my YouTube. I'm gonna start using YouTube and Instagram anytime that one of my accounts get a temp ban. That way I don't receive a permanent ban. I still need about 40 subscribers on YouTube. I started posting content there already. But I can't wait to go live and be able to share more.
Didn't talk any shit. I didn't say nothing. Nothing back. We got fucking down. The field day came back immediately. Not a joke.
I think they're starting to censor our group. I think they're starting to... Thank you, Foolish. Hey, Bill, if you don't like us spreading awareness, then you can leave the chat. You don't have to be in the live. There's always a block. You can always scroll. I have no problem blocking you. Exactly. The time for loud noise to cease in Phoenix, Arizona is 11 p.m. That's when quiet time starts, man. Like I said, if you don't like it, just leave. Thank you, everybody who supports the live. It's sick what happened to her. I don't think, in my opinion, the legal system could do enough to the person or persons that did this that they would deserve. Justice for Emily! Justice for Emily! Justice for Emily!
No more stolen sisters! No more stolen
Yeah, I was there personally. I seen it when they did the vigil, and then we went there after they had the prayer. Say justice for Emily.